The M&T Podcast, brought to you in association with Rosé Wine. Because just like M&T, Rosé goes with anything.
Hello and welcome to episode 36 of the M&T Podcast. I'm M.
I'm T.
And together we are...
Idiots. My God.
Sake.
It is Valentine's Day. We're recording, and this week we do a whole bunch of questions and would you rathers from our followers, which we are very appreciative of.
We talk at length about biscuits.
Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day and whether we're believers in Saint Valentine or not. What else?
Random things, changes in Ibiza, or like just everything like we do normally.
There's a bit, we go random this week. Anyway, thank you as always for tuning in. Thank you for sending questions if you did. And enjoy the episode.
See you in the episode.
See you in there.
Hello, Poppet.
Hello, sunshine.
Is that how it starts?
It does
every
seem
week now?
to. I've edited, well, obviously I edit every podcast every week, and it's always, hello, Poppet. Hello, sunshine.
And now we've done it twice.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Welcome to episode 36.
36, we're even closer to episode 40.
Even closer.
Closer than we were last week.
And you know what will happen next week?
We'll be closer.
Even closer. You're putting a lot of hype on episode 40, love. What's happening?
I don't know.
We don't have any
Probably
plans.
Absolutely shit all.
Got no plans,
We'll
but
be
you...
sat here in our lounge
We're indoors again
with
this
the
week.
camera hiding most of the mess, but just getting us perfectly.
Literally outside of the frame of the camera, just
It's a
absolute chaos.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's not really. The house is
I was
nice.
kidding. It's not
I
really.
know.
Happy Valentine's Day, love.
Oh yeah, happy
We're
Valentine's.
recording this on Sunday.
Let's not discuss Valentine's too much because I actually do need to discuss that in the pod.
Oh.
For now, are you cracking open the wine? I did it last week, I believe.
Bottle opener I hate. We have got... Oh, I don't know. It looks fun. It's got a strong woman on. It's basically a circus wine. We're drinking circus wine. Welcome to the Circus Vega Eslora. Yep, and it's from Lidl. Where was it from?
This is a shocking description. It looks like a fun wine. It's a circus wine. It's from Aldi, no Lidl. This is great podcast material.
Rosé wine, product of Spain. It's good with rices, pastas, salads, and
The usual shit. Everything that you ever eat.
other rices.
Not
Asian
bad.
food.
Not bad with a bowl of cereal or a slice of toast.
Oh, stop! Why do you keep talking about cereal? There's been a lot of cereal talk recently, and now I want big bowls of cereal.
Well, let's talk about cereal in the pod. So we are back on the rosé now for 2 weeks in a row because we've got sort of summer vibes. You have to take. Oh my God, this is awful.
This is why.
This is shocking. People on YouTube can see how. Don't throw shit on the floor just because you can't open a bottle.
I knew I should have had the gin I said I was going to have.
Anyway, we're back on the rosé because we have got summer vibes on the go. We are back indoors. However, can I do it? Because you're going to make me angry.
Yeah, sure.
This
go
is
ahead.
fucking. This is a disaster.
Go ahead, because plastic cork wine. That's what the issue is here. Not my skills.
You know, a bad tradesman always blames his tools.
That is a shit bottle opener, to be fair. There you go. Thank you so much. I'm such a terrible wine pourer person. I could never make
Weren't you silver service trained?
No. Naomi was.
Good sound.
Plastic corks do make a better sound.
Yeah.
That's just me pouring it into my mouth.
Well, you do a good job of talking while you pour
I'm
wine
like one
into
of
your
those
mouth.
really good ventriloquists.
Well, you can drink and ventriloquize at the same time. Is that a thing?
I don't know. It's got a good punt.
Does it? I haven't looked at the punt. Oh yeah, quality punt on the bottle.
Nice big old glasses.
And
You
for
pour
those who
in
are
here.
looking on the YouTube, it is a good, fun label. We picked it basically because of that. I believe this bottle cost us $1.89.
Tastes like it. Oh no, it's really sweet. So
That's
I'm
your
really
kind of
like
thing.
It. Yeah, I love it. I've got to cook a roast after this, so...
Yeah, so it is Sunday. I think we need to stop saying that we usually record the pod on a Saturday.
We record on the weekend at some time.
At some point. Yesterday was a beautiful day. If we had done the pod yesterday morning/early afternoon, we would have done it outside. But we had plans yesterday. So
we went on a big old hike.
We did.
So
How are your legs after that?
I'm doing okay today. I'm glad today's a rest day.
Yeah.
And then back in the gym tomorrow for squats. So,
I think we use Sundays well. I think I'm getting used to the fact that we do very little on Sundays. You've done a bit of work, actually, because I've sort of had the football on and things, and you've used your time quite productively. But I like that, and I am getting used to week on week, that it's okay that on Sundays, because we plan it in, to just chill.
Yeah.
No gym, no walk.
Like 2 episodes of RuPaul's Drag Race.
That was awful.
Yeah. But that's my Sunday thing. That's my But I also then had your laptop doing some other work, doing some additional work. So I was watching it on my laptop, doing some stuff on your laptop, setting you up for next week.
Yes. I am going to be your first employee.
Yeah. Unpaid
Your
intern.
first unpaid work experience kid.
Yes.
I'm going to make cups of tea.
You do that anyway.
No, you actually, let's talk about that. Why are we at a point where you're employing me for 0 wage?
Because at this very moment in time, I'm quite busy. So I need someone to do the stuff that I don't want to do.
I mean, basically that is all that an employer does, isn't it?
Well, I went on some chats. We talked last week, me and you, and I've talked to some other people. And the question I first get is, what don't you like doing? And so and I list the things I don't like doing, and they're like, right, you get your assistant or intern or employee or whatever, you get them to do that. And you do the things you want to do and the things that make actual money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what are you looking at?
Looking at the little lines on the screen because they look little.
Okay. No, it's fine. It's okay. We did a sound check. Everything. Well,
just thought I'd check.
We'll quickly be told if we let people down.
Yep.
But no, I think that's really good. As you say, we had a chat during the week about sort of your workload, and what a great positive that you're at the point now where you are considering hiring someone, but before you even get close to that, you're going to use me.
Yes, I'm going to use you.
Are you sure you're happy with
I think it's your lines that are big, not my lines.
Okay, let me step back from my microphone.
Or you could move your mic back because you like to lean in.
Excuse the sound. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, I just don't want you to overshadow my voice.
Oh, I know, your dulcet tones.
I think you're the one with the dulcet tones. But, it might just be that I'm busy for a couple of weeks. You never know with this work. So at the moment I'm busy, so at the moment I need some help.
Oh, I'm excited. It's going to be good to do some work for you, and so that you can, well, not only crack on with just the bits that you like, but also the bits that you're the best at and that are the most productive and stuff. It's your business after all. You are at the helm, so... Yeah,
it's not like I'm asking you to do a full day's work.
No, it's a couple of hours per day.
It's literally 2 hours a day that
I'm part-time job.
limiting you to,
yes,
to see what we can get done in that time.
But I think it's important as you, whereas we, because like you have said that you want sort of my help with thinking about these sorts of things, and I'm happy to help. As you think about going into these next steps, is if you hire someone, they might enjoy those bits. Just because you don't enjoy them doesn't mean that could be someone's. I'm desperately looking for some experience in doing some social media for somebody who already knows what they're doing. It's. Yeah. I don't think it's right to sort of downplay those jobs and go, oh, someone can do the boring bits that I don't want to do. You actually have to sell it to someone. You'd be it's an exciting opportunity for someone to potentially come and work for you if the workload continues to. I think you're quite a good boss. I'm not sure how I'll feel working for you.
It's not, but it's hardly anything. It's not like I'm. Like, it's the same thing every day for 2 hours.
You haven't said that to me. I have to punch in, punch out. There's a uniform and a uniform standard.
Uniform? What's the uniform? your uniform will probably be your dressing gown.
Yeah. Oh, she's
I haven't
going to
even
be an
told you
awful
what
boss.
2 hours. You've got to do the 2 hours over lunch.
Yeah. So I'll come in the office thinking, it's my time to come and do some work with Tiff, and she'll be like, I'm popping out for lunch now. If you don't mind, just crack on. And I'll sit in there on my own. No, it'd be good. And I am really pleased and proud of you that you've got to a point where actually it's sort of like to get to the next step. It's time to outsource some of the work, which is great. It's really good.
Yeah, it is good. I just, I've got, the thing is this month I've had some individual projects which are quite big. And so I need to repeat them just for other people now. So, yeah, so we'll see. It's been a good month, but it might not be a good month next month.
Well, that's the unpredictable nature, I guess, of working for yourself until you have X amount of people on the back burner or on the regular monthly retainers, as you call them.
Yep. How's your week been? What's been going on?
Good.
What's the news?
So, fitness-wise, I've been on my deload week. Mm-hmm. I took inspiration from you, and on week 6, I've gone into, what is it, 60% effort?
Yeah, 6 out of 10, yeah.
Slightly less weight, slightly less reps, but still gone to the gym. And obviously we did the big hike yesterday, and I've got all my steps in and stuff. Yeah, really tough. How are your legs?
You asked me that about 5 minutes ago.
How are
they? They're really good, thank you.
I wasn't listening because we hadn't poured the wine at that point.
Oh, you were stressed about the wine. Yeah, my legs are okay. The hike was good though. Yeah, really good. 5 peaks. Strong.
5 peaks down on the south of the island.
We saw some doggos.
We did. We saw a lot of dogs, saw some great views.
Then we had lunch on the beach.
And it was like summer vibes, right?
Yeah, it was. It was really nice.
I said a couple of times, like, you could kid yourself into thinking summer has arrived. It hasn't, because it's cloudy and grey again today. But yesterday was glorious.
Yes.
Glorious. Rest of my week's been good. Big thing for me this week is that my Lavello stock arrived. It's always a big moment because you can sort of go to that next phase of creating content and talking to customers and people who had pre-ordered. I'm able to sort of really excitedly let them know their stuff is here and it's on their way to them now. And yeah, I'm sort of excited about that. Behind me, you can't see it if you're looking on YouTube.
It's in the messy zone.
But do you know what? That dining table covered in stock and
cool.
packaging was, I think I always said, I want to go through this stage because that's my product.
Yeah.
There's piles and piles of stuff that I designed and had made. And I'm excited about that. And I like seeing it, and I like doing all the bits where an order comes through and I'm packing it up and getting it ready. And
yeah, you've got to go to the post office this week.
Off to the post office tomorrow.
You should probably go tomorrow.
And getting everybody's orders out there, which is great.
And if you have any cycling friends, people at home, send them to Lavello Cycling.
Yeah, go and have a look. I know that lots of people have got into cycling during the lockdowns and stuff. And if you're looking for a new jersey that's not the same as what everybody else is wearing, and you want to support a little business who's doing his best, then have a look. And if you've got any questions, I say it every week, but if you've got any questions about the jersey or how it all works or whatever, just DM me or whatever. But you'll find me. There's links to everything on screen and down below or wherever.
In the show notes.
We didn't update our show notes last week in a way that we should have.
Why? What did we miss?
We talked about that love language survey.
Oh, yeah. People need to do that.
Yeah, well, we said that we'd put a link in the show notes.
Sugar plums.
You do the show notes for the pod, don't you?
I do the ones for the actual pod, but you do the YouTube.
I put a link in the YouTube.
Oh, shit. So I didn't put it on iTunes.
No.
Sorry, people. Go to the YouTube.
So, I think I
can put it again. I'll put it again. Interest. If you literally look at the show notes, if you're on iTunes or Spotify, if you're on podcast or Spotify, if you look at all the info, I'm going to put it in there this week. Love languages, yeah.
That was good.
I like that.
Do you still feel as if you're using the love language?
Yeah, I think so. Because I think we talk about appreciating each other and listening to each other and stuff. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
What about you?
Yeah. Well, what we learned was you like it. Something that is meaningful to you is for me to take on tasks for you to lower the burden on you. And this week, I've become your free intern. So you will love me more than you've ever loved me before by the end of this coming week.
Yes.
It's a fact.
It's a fact.
Yeah. And as long as you say...
On next week's podcast, you're just going to hear... You'll hear it.
Well, it's Valentine's, isn't it? So, we're
Love
starting...
is in the air.
Yeah. And as long as you say thank you to me and you're grateful for the work I do for you, then I will love you more than I've ever loved you before.
And this is how it works. So, yeah, okay, sorry for not adding it. I probably rushed putting it up on the website. So I will do it this week, I promise. Message us and tell us what your love language is. And I'm just going to throw in the love heart hashtag, the love heart emoji, because it's Valentine's Day. So send it.
Is that the emoji? We've picked the emoji for this week.
We didn't do emoji last week.
No, we didn't.
We were too happy in the sun.
Do you know what's funny? I've found that, and we say this most weeks, is we know a lot more people listen and subscribe and interact with the pod than people send us emojis. So a lot of people hear us say, send us the emoji, and then go, oh, I won't bother. Other people will.
No one
but
did.
then on a week where you don't do it, I get a load of messages from people going, you never did an emoji.
Did you?
Yeah, from people who have never sent me an emoji.
Call them out.
Well, and do you know what? I'm not going to call you out this week, but do that again and I will.
So send us a love heart emoji. Tell us what your love language is. I think it's like 50 questions, but they're this or that questions.
It's very quick.
It's very, very quick. You did it while you were like gardening, on a little break. So I find it really, really interesting. And you can do couples ones, singles ones, families ones, like ones that relate to wherever you are in life, which is great. Nice. Yeah.
Another thing that we did this week, and we've been doing it for a few weeks now, but people of the pod might not know, is the Clubhouse Chat that we do every week.
Yes, Clubhouse Chat every Wednesday at 1:30 Ibiza time, so 12:30 UK time, and 4:30 Dubai time. And we just talk about what's going on the island. We had some new people come in last week, which was really exciting. I also run another room on a Monday and a Friday, which helps with like accountability for what you're going to do for yourself during the week for your mind, body and soul. And that's at 3 p.m. So 2 p.m. or 6 p.m. Dubai time. And so basically we get on there on a Monday and go, this is what I'm going to do for myself this week. Hold me accountable. And then on the Friday we go back and go, did we do it? And then we do the same for the weekend and then come back on Monday. But the Wednesday one, lunchtime, is just ours. All about Ibiza.
Yeah. We've had some cool people just sort of come and join us, and I mean, we've done 3 now. Some of them have got close to an hour. I think this week's was only about half an hour or so.
Yeah, we just don't
Clubhouse is a good app, and not everybody knows about it yet or has sort of got involved. But it's almost like podcasts, like live radio, live podcasts. But the difference is that if you want to interact with the presenters, then you can. You can put your hand up and ask a question and have a chat with them. So it's very different to the usual podcast stuff. So if there's people going, oh, cool, it's a live podcast every week, we don't do the usual how's your week been and sort of...
Yeah, but you can come up and tell us your stories and ask us questions.
Yeah, we keep the subject around Ibiza, don't we?
It's basically like a round table chat.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
But we've had some cool people that have reached out to us and gone, I've been to Ibiza loads of times on holiday and I miss it so much. So it's kind of nice to just talk about the island and find other people and who have been there or are there. So yeah, if you are on Clubhouse or if you aren't even on there yet, I've got invites. I'm sure you've got loads of invites. Yeah. Let us know. We'll ping you in and you can come and join us.
Up.
Nice.
Very exciting.
Lovely.
Did we have other stuff to talk about this week? So I asked you to write something down.
I wrote one thing down this week that I wanted to discuss. Okay. And then I got a couple of things through that are from people that were discuss this subject.
Oh, that's cool.
Which was good because you said,
I love a discussion point.
Well, you said last week, you don't remember, do you? But you said one word, discuss.
Oh, cool. I like that idea.
So some people sent a couple more words than just one word, but
that's
discussion
fine.
points. Anyway, the discussion point that we had this week was And we came up with this one whilst watching Endgame, the Avengers Endgame.
Okay.
If you were to meet your future self,
Yep.
how would you react? So, if someone who looks exactly the same as you walked in here right now and went, Tifla, I am you,
right, yeah.
but from 5 years
Yeah.
from now, how would you react?
I would initially freak out, but if they were trying to tell me something important, I'd bloody listen.
Yeah,
You'd be like, right, if the world's ending,
Yeah.
you probably know.
yeah,
So what do I need to do?
yeah.
You would freak though.
Do you know what though?
Also,
I'd
you
freak.
don't really know what you look like.
No, nobody knows what they're true. So what, are you saying that you'd think they're a stranger for a long time?
Well, no, you'd just be like, oh, I feel like you kind of look like me. Maybe I think it was like Naomi, my older sister, like rocking up. I'd be like, just like,
Or
look,
like,
you'd just be looking at them like a bit
sister,
weird.
sister. There's a twin that you never knew you had
Yep.
that's just rocked up.
Yeah, exactly. Just like a doppelganger.
But if after, so you've overcome the initial, you might be my sister, you might not.
Yeah, I would listen to them.
And they said, no, I'm not shitting you now. I am Tifla from the future.
Yeah.
Like maybe they convince you by going, look, here's a birthmark.
I
or
know
whatever.
something that you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, that only you know about you.
Yeah, like how would you react? A lot of people ask, like, what would you say to your future self or to your past self? But I think it's more interesting to know, how would you react if your future self walked into the room right now and was like...
Or if they walked in and had something to tell me.
Yeah, which I assume they would.
Yeah, that
because
I
they've
had
travelled
to
from
do.
the future.
Yeah, I would listen to them. Because
Yeah.
it's not going to be fake, is it?
Yeah. Well, this is where
It's
it
hardly
came...
a hologram.
This is where it came from with Endgame, because I can't remember her name, but the blue girl with
Yeah.
the robotic girl. What's her name?
Blue girl.
Yeah,
Blue meanie.
that one. She doesn't...
Robotnik.
That's not her name,
Oh.
but she's the blue robot. She's one of Thanos' daughters.
Yeah.
But she doesn't trust her future self,
Well,
does
of
she?
course not. You'd fight your future self. But
But
she's
would
a
you?
warrior.
And this is where we said, if there was any single being in the entire universe that you would trust the most, it would be your future self.
Imagine if my future self came here, but I wasn't here, and yet you were here. Like, what would you do if you met my future self?
That's a very different situation,
Yes,
because
you'd be like,
you
I'm
wouldn't...
Tiffany from the future. You'd be like, stop fucking about.
Well, yeah, exactly. How would you ever be convinced that you're Tiffany? How would I ever?
Well, then she'd be like, call her, like on the phone, and you'd have to call me, and I
Yeah.
wouldn't be there. Then how? Then what would happen? Then it'd be like, yeah, I'm at the post office, like I said I was going to be.
Oh, well, then I'd go, okay, fair enough. Well,
Oh, well,
yeah.
straight away, fair enough.
Well, yeah, because I'm looking...
I could have given someone my... You're stupid.
Why?
I could have made a plan.
I know you and your sisters all sound identical on the phone, but I would eventually figure
Yeah,
out,
true.
okay, you're talking and I can hear your voice, but I'm looking at another version of you and your mouth's definitely not moving.
Yeah, maybe
as
you
much
could
as you say you're a
FaceTime.
good
You could
ventriloquist.
FaceTime. Sorry, I just yawned. That was really bad.
But we're keeping you up, love.
Yeah, clearly.
Yeah, nobody I would trust more.
Oh, than me.
No, your own future self. Because if I say, for example, right now, someone said you can go back in time, and therefore you become your past self's future self, and like you would like to think that you would trust yourself.
My brain hurts.
Like nothing would stop you trusting that person,
No, true.
because
If you could go back to any time in your own timeline,
yeah.
where would it be?
Good question. Probably not too far. I don't think it... I mean,
I'd be for 2016.
yeah, probably. Just
The
for the
good
giggles.
year.
Yeah. I'd go to that time. You're going to love this. Remember where before COVID?
Oh, yeah.
I'd go to that time when you could, like, hug a friend.
Oh, no, I never hug people.
Yes, you do. Why are you
I actually
playing
do
this
hear it.
fucking hard nut? I've got no emotion. You've been like this all day today. You like a hug. You're a huggy person. Stop trying to act
I
hard
think I
in
am
front of the
now.
listeners.
I don't think I used to be.
Well,
Actually, people hug here a lot more.
Ibiza's a very touchy-feely place, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, it just is. People love a hug and a little...
Well, I think
it's
that's what
very
it
European.
is. Everyone is huggy here. You see your friends, you hug them. Whereas it's not like that in other places. I don't think it was even like that in Dubai.
Well, Dubai, there's all sorts of weird things about are people comfortable with even just like bodily contact.
No, but like
because
with
of
your
law.
Friends.
I don't know. I mean,
I don't really remember.
I mean, I was at Apple. We
I don't
were very
remember a
huggy.
lot. Oh
Everyone.
yeah, you hug everything.
Anyway, you're such a
You
joy.
hug a tree in the store.
We did have trees.
I know.
We had 6 inside.
Wowzers.
Yeah, they had names and everything.
Oh.
Anyway, that was our subject of things to chat about.
I like that.
Is if you met your future self, as in they come to you.
Is this the thing we discussed in the kitchen? And I was like, no, write it down.
No.
That was something else.
So what was that?
You were supposed to write it down.
No, I wasn't.
Yes, I said write it down, and I was washing up.
Today?
No, yesterday.
No, it was today.
Oh,
Or
well,
was
then
it
we've lost that chat.
Anyway.
Well,
Can't have
did
been that
someone
good.
else send us some stuff then?
Discuss Valentine's Day. That was from Alice. Alice just said Valentine's Day.
Do you
Discuss.
know what? Like, you posted today at the same moment that it was going through my head whether I should say to you, don't bother posting. Because your first... Because then you made me feel like I had to post.
Good.
So I did.
Good.
But you can't post on Valentine's Day and then say, we don't do Valentine's Day, because you're doing it by posting.
Well, it depends on what you mean by do Valentine's Day.
Or you put a soppy post out about the person that you're in the same room at. You've taken time out not talking to that person on the sofa because you're putting a post
Are you
out.
having a go at me for not being conversational because I was on my phone? You.
No, I'm just saying... We don't do Valentine's Day. We don't do gifts.
And
we don't
I guess,
go out to
all
restaurants.
right, let me be more explicit then. In the traditional sense, we don't do Valentine's.
No.
We don't get each other cards.
No.
We don't do flowers, chocolates, restaurants.
Do we do Christmas cards? I don't think we do.
We didn't this year.
I don't do cards in general. I'm bad with
Cards
cards.
are bad for the environment, and anybody who does do cards should have a good look at themselves.
Yeah, actually, okay, that's good because that means I'm not getting you a birthday card.
No.
Oh, fine. Plus, that's an extra money that can go towards a present.
It doesn't matter because she doesn't listen. But a card from my nan means a lot because that's what her generation did.
She also addresses it so properly. It's like
all
Mr.
formal.
M. Matthew Charles
and
Bennett.
I think that is lovely. That is a little...
It's a lost art.
Yes, and it's a little sort of hark back to how times used to be.
Maybe you should write your nan a letter.
I should fucking love that.
Well, why don't you do it and post it?
Okay, maybe I will.
Handwritten letter.
Yeah.
Cute.
My nephew got an email address this week.
That was cute. That was I don't like children or things, but he emailed you and I was like, oh, that's really cute. Because
So
what did the first one say?
I'll read them out. So my sister has had challenges, I believe, with Apple IDs. Firstly, because she has 4 children. And then secondly, because she bought one of them his own HomePod. And long story short, if you're all in a family sharing one Apple ID and all of the devices are all on the same thing, yeah, a 9-year-old, he's 10 now, a 10-year-old can control
the whole
your
house.
lights and everything. So I suggested get all of the kids their own Apple IDs now, set yourself up as a family and you can do restrictions and blah, 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 blah. Anyway, yeah, on Thursday, I got an email from said nephew. Hi, Uncle Matt. How are you today? I just wanted to say that I have an email address. I feel like a proper man now. Smiley emoji. Lots of love from Dylan. Love heart, love heart, love heart. And so we've had a little chat throughout the week.
That's nice.
Yeah. So, yeah, I can email my nephew, but I should write letters to my nan.
And that is the difference between... That's like 4 generations? 4 generations.
4 generations.
That's 4 generations difference.
But I think we are at a stage now where within our generation, I don't think cards are necessary, are they?
No.
Like cards from the generations above us, fair enough, but...
I get why people do it, but
it's
also...
just a nice...
you write a card that says Merry Christmas, but then they WhatsApp on the Christmas day and say Merry Christmas. So basically it's the same thing.
Oh, exactly.
If you've wasted £2
if
on
we're going to
card.
FaceTime on Christmas Day anyway, Why bother
I'm
with
not
a card?
saying this about presents in any way, shape or form.
Absolutely not. Well, because you can't replace a present with a text message, can you?
No. But your family actually hate the fact that we always get sent money, right? Because they don't buy anything physical. Whereas my family's like, that's easy.
Well,
Send money.
it's the easy option, but like, I mean, I feel the same. Like, my nieces and nephews are getting to an age now where the easiest thing is to send them money because they're getting to an age where they can just sort of buy their own things.
But doesn't that
But
mean
I
they
like to buy them. It does mean that they can get what they want. But I always liked, like, we've always bought the nephews trainers, and we buy them cool trainers. And I kind of like the idea that as they grow up, they go, I always get cool trainers from Uncle Matt and Auntie Tiff.
Yeah.
But they are getting year by year closer to the age where actually just send them money and they'll just buy what they want.
I like buying things for people, but if people ask for money, but they're asking for money for something specific, like something that's maybe quite expensive, and therefore they need more, like multiple families to send them money.
Yeah.
Then that's the thing we want. Like, what did we buy? We bought a neon sign.
That's it. We asked for money.
And that was
Firstly,
like
because,
a couple of €100. So.
Well, this is it. Like, living overseas, it's very hard to get gifts to us.
Even more
and
so
the other
now.
way. Especially now because of Brexit. Thanks, guys. So yeah, it is just kind of easier. But I do like sticking with, and maybe that's where our generation is at. So older generations are like, maybe that's how they feel about about cards. Of, what do you mean I'll just send you a text? No way, I want to get you a card.
Yeah.
And we're very quick and easy to go, oh, there's no point, you don't need to, just send me a text message.
They just end up in the bin.
Well, and this is the thing, environmentally,
it's not good.
Maybe we should do our bit and not send each other cards, but send each other love digitally.
So we don't do Valentine's Day.
So we don't do Valentine's Day in the traditional sense.
No.
No.
We're just having a dinner today. We're having a dinner today like we would any day, to be fair.
Yeah.
There's no difference.
Do you know what I think? The reason I think I don't particularly like Valentine's Day is if you need a day as an excuse to show love and affection and gratitude and things, then, well...
Be better on the other days.
You should just be better on the other days.
But I don't hate it. And I do think that if there's a chance to show extra affection, then that's cool. Also, fun fact, Japan does Valentine's Day differently due to a translation error.
Do they?
Yes.
I think I've heard this before.
Originally, it obviously Valentine's Day, and it was like people say it's when the guy gets a girl a gift, when a man gets a woman a gift of chocolates or flowers. But when
that's one thing about Valentine's is a very one-way street traditionally, I'd say. Anyway, carry on.
So when it was translated, like back in the day, the translation was wrong, so it went the other way round, so that the woman got the man
to move to Japan.
chocolates or flowers. But, so it stayed like that for a while, but a few years later they then went, okay, they basically made a day, it's called White Day, I don't know why, in March on the 14th.
That's because they're acting like white people.
Where it's reversed, and so then the man gets the woman a gift. So there's 2 days, one in February, one in March, and it's both ways.
I got two other. This goes on to two more facts. Do you know that I believe it's Japan? I'm really sorry if it's another nation that are nearby, but they at Christmas always have KFC.
Oh yeah, I think that is Japan.
But you have to like pre-order your KFC in advance.
I love a KFC bucket.
I would smash a KFC bucket. Yeah. I can't remember the last time I had one.
No, when KFC opens in San Ann, we'll go over, get a bucket, and go watch sunset.
Bucket.
Yeah.
Bucket of chicken and IB for sunset.
Fries, beans.
Yeah, and we'll take some beers down.
And do sunset.
The other thing I was going to say about Lost in Translation. Do you know that when tea and sandwiches, which is obviously a very English tradition.
Yes.
Tea and sandwiches.
Yes.
When that sort of first was heard in the Americas, and they were like, oh, this big thing that they're doing in London. They're having tea and sandwiches. The Americans were putting tea leaves between bread and eating tea sandwiches.
That's disgusting.
Whether it sort of got lost in translation because of like tea in sandwiches or tea in whatever. Sandwiches, whatever.
It was a tea.
Yeah,
Like,
we were going with an and they went with an in.
Yes.
But apparently for a long time, Americans were eating tea leaves in between two slices of bread.
Did they butter the bread?
And going like, what the fuck are the English doing?
Did they?
And we were all like, are you kidding? Nothing better than a cup of tea and a good sarnie. And they're like, are you shitting me? This is shit.
I love a finger sandwich.
Well, if you could have like a little... Well, it's like an afternoon tea.
Fun fact about my family. Whenever we go for afternoon tea, we always change the sandwiches that they offer. Because there's always like coronation chicken. No one likes that.
I like coronation chicken.
There's always salmon. No one in my family likes that. So we basically always email ahead and go like, can we change we basically go for like cheese, ham. And
extra cheese, extra
and
ham.
like it's basically like cream cheese and cucumber. So just take the salmon out.
Do you like a prawn sandwich?
I don't like prawns.
I don't know whether you like a prawn sandwich though. This is you we're talking about. You might like something in one way, but you don't like it.
I don't like
a
prawn sandwich.
Okay.
I think I like hot prawns, like cooked prawns. Is that like a? Yeah.
Do you like a prawn curry?
A prawn's what I think it is, right?
Yeah, it's like.
Yeah. I like hot prawns. But like I used to have.
Would you like a prawn toasty?
No, that's disgusting.
As hot prawns.
We made grilled cheese this week.
We did have grilled cheese sandwiches
delightful.
this week. That was lovely.
Yeah, cool.
So
Valentine's.
So we don't do Valentine's. We don't do Valentine's, but yes, I did feel I felt compelled to still share with the world via social media how much you mean to me.
Yes.
And do you know what she did, folks? The first thing that she did as soon as I put it out, as she said, we were sat here on the sofas and I was putting together a little sort of what I thought was quite cute, but very us. It's not too mushy and it kind of takes the piss out of us a little bit. First thing Tiff does is tells me that I've made a grammatical error in my description of the picture that I shared. I was like, well, there you go. There's a sign of romance in this relationship. I was told, no, you've made a spelling mistake and that sentence doesn't really make sense.
It wasn't a spelling mistake, it was an autocorrect issue, and therefore the whole sentence didn't make sense. So therefore anyone reading your declaration of love on a social media channel would be like, what the fuck does he even mean? So I was helping you seem like a better husband.
Oh, well, aren't you sweet? Aren't I grateful for having you? Thank you so much.
And this is why we don't do Valentine's Day.
No, because we balance our romance equally amongst all other 364 days.
And this is what, we don't get more lovey-dovey than we do on the podcast. So this is it, guys.
This is, at least we're talking to each other.
Oh, no. Yeah, that's terrible.
Another discussion point I had, it was kind of like a would you rather question, but it's not a would you rather question. Right. But it was just a discussion point from my father. Live action Disney's versus original animated Disney's. Discuss.
Some are good, some are bad.
Which is your favourite live animation Disney?
Oh, that's tough.
Which one do you think did its original the best justice?
The thing is that if you know Disney well enough, there's so many throwbacks and kind of nods towards the older films in all of them. Mm-hmm. I think that, hold on, what have they done so far? So they've done Beauty and the Beast, they've done The Cinderella was shit. They've done...
That wasn't a Disney though, was it?
Oh, was it not?
No.
They've done Mulan, which I haven't seen. They've done Aladdin and Beauty and the Beast. Lion King, though, was a different kind of... Because it's not
Lion
like human...
King generally has the worst reviews of the new ones. But I only think that's the case because of how good the original was.
Yes.
Lion King as an original animation is probably up there, if people are really honest with themselves, as one of their favourite original Disney animations. Because it's incredible. Which meant the bar was higher. So I don't think that the live action version is a bad film. It's just harder for it to do the original justice. Mm-hmm. So I think what they need to do...
the new Timon and Pumbaa's hilarious.
Yeah, you loved the
Maybe
new
you watched
Timon
that
and Pumbaa,
today.
didn't you? I think the Jungle Book was a very good version. I liked the new Jungle Book.
No, like that didn't even come into my head. That's how low I regard that.
This is how much I think Disney can split people.
Yeah.
So you just love Beauty and the Beast.
It's my favourite film.
They could do a fucking pantomime version.
You took me to a pantomime version.
I know. It's when I proposed to you.
Don't wink at me because there was no proposal. Don't even start Valentine. Oh, this Valentine's Day is going downhill
It's all
rapidly.
going south. So which do you prefer, though? The original animations?
Originals of everything.
Do you think that's a generational thing as well? Or
yeah. I think it'll be a generation above us as well. Like my mum, for example, will love all of the... But like...
But if you look at our nieces and nephews again, talking about them a lot in this pod, but that generation who probably...
But we're bringing them up. Like my older sister is bringing up 2 nephews, and we loved the original. And because Disney Plus is there, they'll get to watch it all. So you have to watch the originals first, and then you can, once you know them off by heart, but every lyric, every line, then you can watch the other ones.
Well, if that's how you choose to regimentally bring up your children,
it's a Disney family.
But in an age where kids are used to everything being like computer animated to a certain standard and stuff, surely they watch old Aladdin and go, fuck me, this is...
But it's not like, that's not
it's
bad.
It's not stimulating enough.
If they watch Snow White...
But that's the thing, because I remember getting to a certain age when you learn how old those films are.
Oh yeah, it's like, what is... Snow White's like
Snow White's the
20s? No way.
Yeah, I think.
Well, Mary Poppins is like really...
Set in the 20s.
No, I mean but even as
but they are that old.
Animated penguins.
And so I always thought when I was a kid going to my nan's house and she's stuck on fucking bed knobs and broomsticks.
Oh, my nan didn't do that. She sent us in the garden to cut down the trees.
Well, as you should. I think in my head as a kid, I was always like, this is the films of the time. But actually it turns out
I hated
that was the films that my parents were made to watch, probably. I'm being attacked by a fly.
Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, Bed Knobs and Broomsticks. I don't like them. Let's not get onto The Sound of Music again.
I can't afford to do that because I think my mother might disown me.
I watched them like once and I was like, what is this? Like, wasn't a fan.
I just think we need to be more accepting of...
I accept what I want to accept.
Of the younger generation potentially saying that the ones we prefer are shit.
I'm going to ask my sister which ones the boys prefer.
Yeah.
I'm going to see. But then, like, your sister's kids are all, like, theatre kids. So they, like, they're like me. They're like musicals.
Well, if anything, they're above Disney. They watch Hamilton.
Yeah. Well, they do. They know all the bloody words to Hamilton.
They do.
Nuts.
Actually do.
Yeah.
I can't watch Hamilton without the subtitles on because I lose track.
That's true.
Whereas they know all the words.
Okay.
Anyway, those were my sort of like discussions.
Good discussion points. Another discussion point, which I did want to mention in the pod for people who actually are here for Ibiza news, is that we found the website to the hotel that's being built in front of us.
Yes, we did. That's an exciting update this week.
So
talk us through that, Tiff.
Nativo Ibiza Hotel is being built in front of us. If you watch any of our vlogs or any of our videos, you'll see that there are cranes in front of our house and there's building works. And we have figured out what the hotel is. It's Nativo Ibiza. It's owned by Aguas de Ibiza, which is on the other side of town. And it looks glorious. I was on their website today. You know they have like swim-up rooms.
Swim-up rooms?
Swim-up rooms.
What, included in their 3 pools?
Like some of their rooms are direct pool access. So they have suites on the ground floor. Direct pool access.
It does look like a nice hotel, doesn't it?
Yeah,
like,
I'm ready for it to open in
As
April.
you say, in a lot of the early vlogs, when we were choosing to live here, we knew that there was going to be construction because it was already happening and there were 2 cranes up and we were lied to, let's be honest, and told that it wouldn't take that long.
But in the video, the actual vlog of us walking down the road and filming ourselves, and we went, yeah, it'll be a year, and we won't be far off.
No, we won't be far off.
We said they told us it would be a month, and then when we vlogged it, we were like, it'll be 6 months, and I was like, a year. And actually, that's kind of where we're at.
But yeah, we kind of stumbled across the official website and then looked at, well, when can you book a room? Because basically, we just want to know, when are they fucking done?
When are they done?
Because when they are done, it will be peace and quiet every day up. It's Sunday now, silence.
They're having a roof bar.
There is a roof bar. Well, it'll be a different type of noise.
So we can send all of our friends there.
Yeah. When we can't host anymore.
Do you know what I'm going to try and do? I'm ready for it. I'm going to try and get a room, maybe like for a long weekend, from them to run as a competition. I've just thought of this. Yeah. It can be a podcast, YouTube, Instagram competition from us. Long weekend, stay in there.
Well, since we're talking about that hotel right now, they need to be tagged in this, and we need to head on to their website. I'm going to put it on the YouTube now, put it in the links and stuff. It looks like a really nice hotel.
It looks real
They're
cool.
computer animated images, which always look beautiful anyway. But if it looks even half as good as the images say it will, that is going to be a very nice hotel.
Be wonderful. I'm ready for it.
And well, you're making friends with them, aren't you?
I am at the moment. Yep.
Figuring
that out.
See if you can do some work with them.
So, 45 minutes in, are we heading to question time?
Let's head to question time.
Men and Tiff's question time.
Thank you again, Chris Marsden. Beautiful jingle. If you haven't had a chance yet, guys, anybody who's watching or listening, head over to their YouTube, check them out. We love our jingles. Always will.
I do love a jingle. So we are just doing questions, not would you rathers, correct? Mm-hmm. Okay, so
I don't have any.
I do,
because I think I mistakenly kind of merged all of my discussions with my questions.
That's fine. I've got some. Okay, so I'm going to start. This is from Corey McVeigh, and this is that she preferences this by saying we need key arguments and evidence as to why one's better than the other. But what is the king or queen of biscuits? Don't just pick a random. What is your king?
I always annoy people with this. And then
annoying.
How my head works, I always then end up questioning myself and going, have I picked a shit biscuit? But no biscuit makes me happier than the custard cream.
I knew you were going to say that.
I'm going to put it out there. I know that there are better biscuits.
That is like, might as well have, it's a digestive, like plain.
Do you know what? If that makes you happy, I'm happy that that's your favourite biscuit.
It's not my favourite.
What annoys me most is people question what my favourite thing is. It doesn't have to be yours. Good for you.
Stop being angry.
I know that standalone, on its own, there are better biscuits in the world. But a full pack
a whole pack
of custard creams with a large mug of tea, nothing beats it.
Okay.
So for me,
is that when if you're not doing if you can only have 2 biscuits,
okay, two individual biscuits.
They're going to be the same biscuits.
Okay.
But you're limited to having 2, not a whole pack.
Yeah.
What would you choose? 2.
I would have like a Millie's cookies.
Okay. You've definitely kind of...
Am I bending the rule?
Pushed on the parameters
Does
there.
this have to come off of a shelf?
It's got to come out of a packet.
Okay, all right.
Can't go with Millie's cookies.
Yeah.
Ben's cookies.
I'd go for Ben's cookies.
Yeah.
No. Are Ben's cookies a thing in the UK?
Yeah, they're in
yes,
London.
They are. They're in London.
Covent
Garden. Beautiful cookies. Okay, so they're off the table, but in my mouth.
Okay, you get 2 biscuits out of the pack.
Off
what are
the
you
shelf.
having?
I'm going with...
I've got so many running through my head. I'm really confused.
I know. See, this is the trouble. What did we talk about earlier? Fox's
Crunch
creams. I'm going to go for those because I'm only allowed 2.
I was mixed with that and Jammy Dodgers.
See, Jammy Dodgers an overrated biscuit. It is. It looks...
They're dry
and
as fuck.
in your head, a jammy dodger is much better than it actually
They're
is.
really dry, aren't they?
And I challenge anyone
like-
to argue with me about that.
Have you ever tried to eat a jammy dodger dry?
A jammy dodger dry?
Do you know, like, when they do the Jacob's Crackers Eat 3 in a Minute challenge?
Yeah.
Without any water. Do the same with 2 jammy
This is
dodgers.
it.
Never going to happen.
On paper, the jammy dodger and
Tastes
to
like
look at...
paper.
tastes like fucking paper. They are the most... I think they're the most overrated biscuit.
Do you know when you get like a family circle tub, the square tub, and you get all the different ones?
Yes.
You've got the kind of jammy dodger-esque one in
Yeah,
there.
like
with the
the-
little...
it's like a knockoff.
It's got sugared jam in the middle.
Knockoff jammy
It reminds me
dodger.
of that, because it is that. I would go, I think, crunch cream. I was having 2. Just 2. Crunch cream... Yeah, probably,
Well, there you go.
Probably just crunch cream, but if I was having a whole packet, it would be bourbon biscuits. Cause I
Okay.
can smash
So
through
there you
them.
go. So you're not too far from me. I'd say
No.
that a custard cream and a bourbon
But I
biscuit.
love a ginger nut.
Oh, that's why you married me. Thought I'd get that joke in before John Ashmore did.
Chocolate hobnob.
That's why you married me. That is John Ashmore's name.
Oh, stop.
Yeah. Good question.
Good arguments. I like that.
Custard cream.
Chris Barnard said, how long does the walk up the hill in Callelonga take to watch the sunset?
The one that we did.
Yeah.
From
Callelonga.
Well, we obviously drive to Callelonga. We park up the car near the beach. 20 to 30 minutes to the top,
Yeah.
I'd say.
No, it's not massive at all.
I don't think it's huge. It's longer than you'd think when you look at
I
it.
think it's longer than we remembered it
Yeah.
being.
But yeah, 20 to 30 minutes, I'd say.
Yeah.
Not like the fucking ones we did yesterday. Thanks, Ed.
2.25 hours, and he threw a rock at me. And then last kind of just... Oh, hold on, I might have more. This is from Dean McIlwraith. Oh, Lord, sorry,
Dean
Dean.
McIlwraith, I think, didn't Dean ask a question in previous weeks?
Well, I'm sorry,
And
Dean.
I
I've
still don't
definitely
know if we're pronouncing
butchered
that.
that.
Right.
Send us a voice note on how to actually say your name.
McAuliffe!
Wow. What's your favourite song at the moment? And I would like to start this discussion by, I would have been able to answer this question, but this morning you reset my whole Apple Music and all of my playlists are gone. All
Yeah.
of them.
Yeah.
All of them.
Yeah.
Every single one.
I don't want to get into too much of a domestic again on the pod, but the reason
They're
you
all
lost
gone.
the reason you lost your playlist
It's
is
'cause
because your life admin task for me this month was to sort out all of our Apple related subscriptions, and we've brought them all together into an Apple One subscription, which is very good value for money, but it does mean you have to cancel everything and then
I didn't
start again.
realise it was going to get rid of all my playlists.
To be honest,
though.
I didn't either. I didn't think about it. And I haven't thought about it, and now I am. There are a couple of playlists that actually it breaks my heart that I haven't got anymore.
Wedding barbecue. Oh my god, I hadn't even thought of them. Like
Wedding
our birthday
playlist, barbecue playlists. My cycling playlist is years of work.
Can we take a minute?
Just
Minute
slow
silence.
violin music, which I can find on Apple Music.
Not in a playlist.
What was the question again?
What's your favourite song at the moment?
My favourite song at the moment. Do you know what's really weird? I don't listen to music that much anymore.
No, I'm on Clubhouse.
So old and boring, but literally every time I put my headphones in, it's to listen to...
A football podcast. Oh my
Podcasts.
god, they're bad.
Well, I love them, and that's all that matters.
And they're mostly all with a
Oh,
Wolverhampton accent.
Do you know what? I know actually what it is, and John McGovern is going to be proud of me right now. It's a song that John McGovern has sent to me to tell, and he has challenged me to learn it on piano. And it is called, and now he's going to be like, mate, come on, you know what it's called.
Why? Oh, so now you got to search for it.
Yeah.
To be fair, I haven't heard any new music, which I feel like because we live in Ibiza, I should be like really on top of music, but I'm really not. So if any kind of DJ, music industry, friend people want to always share new music with me, then please do. Thank you.
Aphex Twin, Avril 14th.
Okay, I don't know what that is.
Just look it up. Aphex Twin, Avril 14th.
Sounds
I
good.
think that they've misspelled April. But yeah, he's challenged me to learn that on the piano. And do you know what? I just like listening to it. I haven't even started learning it on the piano, but I like listening to it. So that's probably my favourite song right now.
Okay. I don't have one because I don't have the reliability of knowing what I'm listening to. Oh, actually, no. My random jump rope song that I listen to, which is Skrillex, and it's called... Oh my God, what is the Skrillex song called that I do at the moment? There's so many. I always do jump rope to a different song each day when I film it, but when I'm actually when I finish recording and I've managed to figure out what I'm doing for 30 seconds, I always go back onto the Skrillex song, which is called Dirty Vibe. That's my favourite song right now.
Lovely.
Sorry, you could have helped me fill in that gap while I was looking.
No, it was fun to watch you panic there.
I was panicking.
I'm going to feel the noise while I look for something.
Whatever. Another one I've got. Next question. Hi, we are John and Leslie Cat from Brighton. We go to Ibiza twice a year normally.
Whoop, whoop.
Question. Will Brighton finish higher than Wolves?
No.
Okay, next question.
We've just finished watching a game and Wolves won for the first time in what feels like for fucking ever.
Oh, God.
And as bad as we have been this year, I'm sorry to say, we're not as bad as Brighton.
True that.
Famous last words. Do you know when I flew over to the UK from Dubai just to watch a game of football, it was against Brighton, and it was fucking dreadful. Finished 0-0, most boring game of football ever. They're a bit of a bogey club for Wolves because we just always seem to just draw, or they, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Anyway, no, Wolves will finish above Brighton. I'm sorry, but that's just a fact.
Well, that's all of my actual questions.
Oh, is it?
So I guess it's time for Would You Rather.
This has been popular, hasn't it?
We might have to switch them all again.
Let's move to the Would You Rather.
Would you rather with Matt and Tiff?
Now it's time for M&T's Would You Rather.
Thank you once again, Chris Marsden. Wonderful, wonderful jingle. And apologies for anybody watching on YouTube if there was a little bit of a blackout there. Our SD card was full. We've been doing this for 36 weeks and I've got no better with the technology.
Absolutely not. Yeah, I agree.
All right, Would you rather? These have been great. Let's do them quick fire. Would you rather?
Okay, this is from Lee Bex or Leah Bex. Sorry if I'm butchering your name. Okay, you can only eat one meal for the rest of your life. Would you choose a roast dinner with one meat only or sausage and mash?
Sausage and mash.
What?
Yep. I know that that's
You get so much variety with a roast dinner.
I don't need it. Sausage,
You're so
mash.
simple.
Do I get gravy with a sausage and mash?
Yeah.
And do I get good quality mash with some cheese? Do I get to have a variety of sausages over the period of my lifetime, for example?
Yes.
So I can embellish the sausages, the mash, and the gravy.
Yes.
Those three elements.
But the mash can't then turn into
Dauphinoise.
Dauphinoise.
No, it'll always be mashed.
Or roast potatoes,
No,
and then your
always
sausages
be
can't turn into a pork cutlet or something.
No. They will remain strictly sausage, mash, gravy. That for the rest of my life, I'll be happy.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Your turn.
Would you rather not have any queues at an airport ever again at both ends, but you can only fly economy, or you can fly upper class, but you always have to queue for it?
Do I have to pay for upper class?
Yes.
Economy but never queue, or pay more but queue?
Economy and never have to queue.
Yeah, or pay more and queue.
Let's remove the pay more, because this is really a would you rather about queues, not about money.
I don't mind queuing. Everyone's getting to the same place.
So would you rather queue for business class or no queue for economy for the rest of your life?
No. I'll queue for business class. Let me tell you my thinking on this one.
Please do.
There's not as many people in business class as economy, so
the
the queue's
queue's
not going to
never
be
long.
that long anyway. And if I could, more space. No elbows in my way.
Mm.
And also, you always take the aisle seat, which is fine because you've got long legs, but I always then have to ask you to move, and I don't like doing that. And
the aisle seat makes sense for someone with long legs, but it's really hard to fall asleep, and that's what I do on a plane. Because
So we should switch.
in
I
order
should get the aisle
to
seat.
make the most of my aisle seat, I've always either got like a shoulder or a knee or an ankle out, and it just gets constantly banged against by dickheads going to the toilet.
So there, I think we should trial switching.
Okay, I'll have a window.
Yeah, window or middle.
Well, we're going to be flying Ryanair now for the rest of our lives.
Does that mean is it two?
Is it only two?
Is it two? Nah, 3.
It's got to be 3, isn't it?
Anyway, aisle seat for me.
Okay.
Winner.
You can try the aisle seat.
Love
I'll just
it.
put my leg,
In my section.
shoulder, or ankle on you.
Yeah, exactly. You can do that. Oh, this isn't a would you rather, and I messed
That question was from Tim, by the way, who wanted to point out that the would you rather that he did last week, he didn't Google. He did come up with them himself.
Oh, they're good ones.
Well, good effort, Tim. Thanks very much.
Listen, I realise now I'm saying this. It's not a would you rather. It's a who's
Question.
better.
Okay. Well, who is better?
Bill Farmer said, "Who's a better driver, me or you?"
Me.
Me.
How many cars have you written off?
None.
How many accidents have you had?
3. 2.
0.
Well, that's because I normally drive all the time.
No, these were all before we met.
Yeah, sorry, someone fell asleep and hit me. Secondly, I drove Jade's car and it fell apart on a roundabout.
And third?
I didn't have a third. I don't know why I said 3. I've only had 2.
Oh, so you were lying. So, next question. Who's the most honest amongst us? I think I'm the better driver. I just think you're the worst passenger. So,
Thanks,
I win in both.
Yep. Okay.
Are you not going to fight it?
No, I can't be bothered.
Wow.
Sam Bray has said, would you rather run a marathon or cycle 100 miles without stopping?
Say all of that again.
Run a marathon or cycle 100 miles
Cycle 100 miles.
without stopping?
I don't run.
What if you need a... Can you stop what if you need a wee?
The interesting thing is that when you ride that far, you don't wee.
Because you're soaking it all back up.
Do you know, remember when I used to do my Grand Fondos in Dubai or Abu Dhabi and it was really hot?
That's when I used to do them too.
I'd be riding for 4 or 5 hours and I wouldn't wee.
Great.
Because, well, the weird and the horrible thing is your body uses every single bit of moisture that it can, that
That's
there
true.
is none left over.
True.
So,
Going for a brunch after a Grand Fondo is a really bad idea.
oh yeah.
Because you're so empty of everything.
Your body goes, cool, here's a calorie, I'm going to use all of it.
But it's like you then order all the food and all the drink and then you're like super drunk really quick and like you just wolf everything down. Oh, it's actually, no, it's great to be fair.
I would ride my bike rather than a marathon. I don't run.
You hate running.
Running was redundant the minute that humans invented the wheel. At that point, what were you thinking? We evolved. Grow up.
Wow.
Thanks,
Sam.
Yeah, great question, Sam. Thanks. Sorry for any runners. Would you? This is a good one. This one was from Shaz. Would you rather have a face tattoo that you choose, or a discreet tattoo that somebody else chooses?
Discreet as in small?
Discreet as in hidden in normal
Hidden
life.
from who?
From normal life.
Discreet that someone else has chosen. But have you seen the tattoo thing on Facebook? Facebook like videos.
It's a thing, there was a
it's
TV
like a Channel
programme,
4
wasn't there?
thing. But like they were really obvious. But I think discreet if someone. I don't want a face tattoo.
Do you know, the instant thing that came to me was who chooses the discreet tattoo?
True. It would be we choose it for each other.
Like if it's that you choose a tattoo that I don't know about and it goes on me somewhere that no one can really see in normal life, I'd happily let you pick something for me.
Instead of a face
If
tattoo.
it was have a face tattoo that I choose, or a tattoo anywhere else on your body but John McGovern chooses it,
Oh, then no.
then I'm going to pick to
You would
have...
have a cock and balls.
Exactly. And God knows where. Probably on my cock and balls.
Gonna have John McGovern's face on your face.
Yes. So, yeah, my instant thing was, well, it really depends on who's choosing the tattoo. But ultimately, I think I would just pick to have something hidden. I don't mind if I've got something stupid if it's hidden.
Yeah.
Because so be it.
Well, you've already got
But-
that one that we don't tell anyone about. So.
Exactly. Don't tell my mum.
Diane Brooks has said, would you rather have all traffic lights be green or never have to stand in a queue again?
It's a queuing question again.
We're British.
So which one am I picking? All traffic lights are green or never stand in a queue again? Never stand in a queue again.
Yeah, because you don't mind sitting in a car. And
sitting in a car, no, because I'm comfy. I can have the tunes on. Yeah, I'll be all right there. But actually, you know what? I am an angry queuer. I don't like queuing.
Good luck at the post office tomorrow.
I'd sooner walk away and just do something else with my day and not achieve what I need to achieve than queue. Is that it? Is you done?
Yep.
Okay, quick ones then. This one's from Alice. Would you rather wear itchy pants or a wet t-shirt for the rest of time?
Both of those are pretty horrendous.
Yeah, you got to pick one.
Wet t-shirt. Well, itchy pants.
Yeah.
It's really frustrating. Whereas you can put something under.
I actually think the word she used, I might have written this wrong, might have been like damp t-shirt. Which means you're going to get that smell, aren't you?
Well,
remember that?
But do you really want itchy knickers? Because you didn't mean trousers.
Mm-mm. She meant underwear.
Yeah, which I don't... Itchy underwear.
Itchy underwear or a damp t-shirt for the rest of time. You're going to go with...
Alice, that's horrible.
Well, that's what she went with. You're going with the damp t-shirt?
Mm-hmm.
Just to sort of counter it, I'm going to go with itchy pants. And you're just... Do you know what? It's more your problem.
It's uncomfortable.
You're just going to have to get used to the fact that I'm going to be scratching myself all day.
Yeah, true.
I mean, I can sort that, but a wet t... Can you imagine walking around on a breezy day with a damp t-shirt that you can't take off? At least I can scratch myself if I've got itchy pants.
That's true. I might switch.
But a t-shirt that never dries.
Don't like that.
Can't fix that, can you?
No, you can't.
One here from Diane that I got. Would you rather be able to teleport or read minds?
Teleport. Reading
Same.
minds too much.
Same. I think we talked a little bit about mind reading last week. And as great as a power as it would be, and if it was the only one on offer, I'd take it. That or teleport any day of the week.
Yeah.
If you could teleport anywhere right now, where would you go?
Right now, what's the time?
This is so Tiffler. Right now, what's the time?
What is the time?
4:20.
Right. So
on a Sunday.
Yes, you wouldn't go to Dubai because it's dark. And Sunday, everyone's back at work. I'll pop to the Maldives.
Where it's midnight.
Well, how long am I staying for?
Oh, you're so shit at these types of questions. You drive me nuts. You want to... where do you want to teleport? What time of day is it? How long can I stay there?
Yeah.
You want to know the fine print?
What if you're allowed there for an hour? I'm not going to fuck off somewhere that's, like, pointless.
Oh, fuck me. Okay, so... if you can teleport anywhere right now for 1 hour, where do you go?
Oh, and then I'd go, like, back in time and go to
whoa,
America.
whoa.
No, I mean, like, hours back.
Since when is your
Like-
teleportation device taking you back in time?
Like Florida. Like, back in time.
Oh my God, you think going to America is going back in time?
Yeah.
Just because they're behind us. Technically, they are.
Pop to Florida.
Yeah. You'd go for 1 hour where? In
Somewhere
Florida?
sunny. I don't care.
It's sunny here. You live in
It's been
Ibiza.
cloudy all day.
Do you know what the weather is in Florida for the next hour?
No, I'd check, though.
You'd check.
Pop to Hawaii? I don't know. I'd go to Tulum. I'd go to Mexico. So
Okay.
there's people having parties there that could be
Okay.
fun.
For a 1 hour party. If you could teleport somewhere to be there for a week, where would you go?
Right now, I'd probably pop to Dubai.
Yeah. Be kind of fun,
See
wouldn't
my
it?
friends.
Yeah, see people.
Yep.
Nice. All right. Last one from me then. Another one from Tim. Would you rather watch a movie at the cinema or at home?
Well, then this gets changed again, because what type of cinema? Are we going to the ones that serve alcohol and have like 12 seats? Or are we going to like big cinemas where people are going to walk in late and be
Well,
annoying?
pick your cinema.
I would go back to the cinema in Dubai, where you got a 3-course meal from Guy Ferrari, whatever his name is. and like a wine or beer.
And they brought you wine and beer throughout the film.
You had your little button to order.
That was good.
Yeah.
It was good. But
also, but I'd like to go somewhere with I'd mix in somewhere I could get pick and mix.
Okay. Yeah, cool. All right. So
don't get them there because you'd have to.
So do you know of a cinema that does
like
both?
Cineworld used to do pick and mix.
But that does both the 3-course meal, bottle of wine, served to you at your seat, plus you can just pick up a bag of pick and mix.
So you might. Do you know, like if you're in the UK, I'd pop to Tesco and get one of those tubs.
Yeah.
Do the pick and mix tub.
Oh, do you know? Remember Marks and Spencer's tubs of like flapjack?
Oh, I was like, Marks. You're going
not
to a
pick
posh
and mix.
place for a pick and mix.
As soon as you said tub, I was thinking, like the flapjacks and the chocolate-covered Rice Krispie crunches and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. Millionaire shortbread cubes.
Oh, I would smash some Millionaire.
I am making
shortbread.
you an apple crumble today.
I know, with custard. I can't wait. I would go with the same. I do love the cinema. Actually, we went through a while of going to the cinema regularly, didn't we?
Yeah, it's nice.
We just enjoyed that as a bit of a... Well, mainly because you can't be on your phone because people will throw things at you.
Yes.
So it's a proper switch off and enjoy a movie.
That's
together.
why, yeah, I think that's why I enjoy the cinema because it is that time where you just go, you're taking a couple of hours out and you're going to literally watch the movie.
Yeah.
And that is what
There's something about being on your own sofa where there's still just too many distractions.
Oh, yeah, we're on our phones the whole time when we watch films, but that's okay.
Yeah, because you're at home. Do what you want.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. We are at the end of Would You Rather for another week.
Well, thank you.
We have had some great Would You Rathers, and I strongly recommend.
Please send more because I think they're the best one because it's like it's kind of easy.
But they also spark a bit of debate, don't they?
Yeah, we've had
Would
a
you
couple
rather
of
2 Fox's biscuits things
or a
whole pack of custard creams? I don't know. I couldn't answer that right now.
Okay, wow.
So yeah, send them through. You've all got us on the DMs by now,
and send them through early. So even if it's still Monday and you're listening and you've got a question, send it through because we literally copy and paste it into a notes and save it for the next week.
Yeah. If you're listening to this on some idle Wednesday afternoon because you've got nothing to do and you're thinking, I've got a question, send it through now. Just ping it to one of us. We don't care who. And we will get it into next week's pod.
See Barley.
All right. Well, shall we close off then? Because that's over an hour.
I know that's a long one. Well, thank you for this chat and happy Valentine's Day.
Thank you for the wine. Yeah, happy Valentine's Day. Yeah. We're going to have a roast dinner now, and I'm excited.
See Barley, and we'll see you all next week
for episode 37. Another week closer to 40, Tiffler.
Another week closer. Okay then. Bye.
Bye.